Okay, today what we're going to look at is we're going to look at CASE tools. You will need to understand what CASE stands for. CASE stands for Computer Aided Software Engineering Tools. These are tools that are used to help the software engineers. They're computer aided as in the computer is going to help you and speed you up. The definition of a CASE tool is programs used to automate, that's very important, automate, manage and simplify the development process. They're to help the developers and the programmers to work together. You will need to know at least 4 examples. The first example that I'm going to give you is a data dictionary creator. If we think back to the likes of your ER diagrams that you created, the data dictionary is the definition of all the data that's going to be in the system. Now, rather than you having to type this up yourself, if you've created the ER diagrams, the data dictionary creator will create this for you. So rather than you having to define what a title is and what validation checks you're going to be doing on it, this will be created for you automatically. Note that the documentation will also be easily created, so rather than you having to define this and document it yourself, this will all be done for you. A few things to note is the validation will be done automatically. Again, this word automate. It's going to be less error prone and it's going to be faster for the development team. Another one would be a code generator. If you think back to your code or your programs that you were creating, you might have used the likes of a form wizard. This is an example of a code generator. It generates all the code that you need for a form. This increases your productivity as a developer. It helps you meet deadlines. It speeds you up. It automates the process. It simplifies the process. The code, the form that you create is going to be of good quality. There's going to be less human errors. You don't have to document what each button does, for example. There's going to be less testing required. It's going to save the development time. It's going to be done faster and more accurately than a human programmer. So you imagine you were asked to develop each one of these buttons, to develop the form layout, to develop all the titles, to develop all the data, to develop how the data all links together and is saved in the database. This code generator or this form wizard, for example, helps speed you up. Another way that CASE tools can be used is for modeling. Now, whenever you're creating software, you have data flow diagrams to create, you have entity relationship diagrams to create, you have system flow charts to create. If you imagine that you're creating all of these here, you could reuse the old ones, again saving you time and helping with the documentation. There can also be validation to the diagrams to ensure that they make sense. So it ensures good quality software. It also makes sure that the risk of errors is less because the auto validation might occur whenever you're creating these diagrams. Note the use of templates will help save time in the future. Another thing that they can be used for is for project management. Plans can be created, Gantt charts can be created, and this allows management to oversee projects, to see when key deadlines are, to help see what how the project can be allocated to different people. These tools help the organisation to meet deadlines. They reduce the risk of not meeting deadlines because you can flag them up and see the deliverables that need to be done at the end of each stage. In your answers, you'll need to highlight the following. Highlight the fact that the code is going to be of good quality. The development time is going to be a lot quicker. You're going to have better planning because the project manager is able to oversee it. And you're going to be able to produce better quality documentation like your data dictionary. Your code is going to be created and documented. Your models can be reused and again better quality documentation. The project management can oversee all the documentation.